Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening and tuning in, thank you for joining me for another episode of Preparing to Quantum Leap in the season of letting go. I am your host, Darla, and you are tuned into the 30 Journey. What? Day 10? We've made it? Why am I so extra? I don't know. But y'all, we made it. Another week down, 10 days down. Within these 2 weeks, it has been a lot of me sharing with you all the purging, the shedding, a lot of the things that you have to let go of. And I promise you, it gets fun at some point regarding this journey. I promise you. But we got to uproot. So I'm excited to end this week talking about the best possible outcome. Guys, on this journey, I don't have a lot of regrets whatsoever. Hardly any. I don't even like the word regret. It's ugly. Yuck. I don't have any regrets regarding my 38 years living on this earth. But if I were to have any regrets, one would be not truly enjoying the moment and the journey while I'm going through. The sun and the moon remind me so much of duality in this life. When you allow yourself to understand that within every dark moment, within every sunset, there will be a sunrise. And if you allow yourself to not try to rush through to get to the next day, the next moment, the next season, and enjoy right where you are, you can look back with no regrets, saying that even while I was journeying through these things, I enjoyed every minute of it because I knew that it was building me. I knew it was developing me. I knew it was preparing me for what awaited on the other side. In so many moments of my life, I was waiting for the ball to drop. I remember asking my therapist, what was the meaning behind that? Where did that stem from? And actually working towards getting to the root. The root of it is loaded. So me trying to explain that now to you all, that's going to take more than these 6-7 minute videos. But what I will say is that within journeying through a lot of these moments and recognizing so much about myself, I understand that a lot of it is caused by not being able to fully face whatever it is that I'm running from. Within these past 2 weeks on this 21-day journey, guys, I have cried tears of joy, tears of sadness, tears because I'm feeling the pain of what it feels like to let something go, to let things go. And you must accept that and know, because you are no longer that person, that you are becoming a new being. You are awakening. You are moving into new territory. And I never thought, y'all, that it would really hurt this much to let go of so many things that were like really holding me back. That's so crazy to say, but I promise you, as I'm experiencing it, I'm realizing, because those have been habits and things about myself that I have been carrying and maneuvering and moving with for years. You wouldn't think that purging from things that you know are not good for you would be so hard. But then I thought, like, this is the same way people feel about addictions, how people feel about relationships that they don't want to let go of, how they feel about jobs and careers. It's the same thing. I'm reminded anytime you have been in something, especially a cycle of something, for an extended period of time, that it becomes a part of who you are. And when you have to let those things go, it's the reason why it hurts, no matter how destructive it may be. But I realize that I cannot allow myself to think about the worst possible outcome anymore. I would love to tell y'all that this happens maybe twice a year or something like that, but it happens more often than I knew. Because as I was going through my journey of purging negative thoughts and casting them down every day, I realized how many times different scenarios that would probably never happen started to happen in my mind. I realized how many times I had to shut my mouth and my mind up when it came to irrational fears that would never probably happen. And the only reason why even some of them ended up manifesting was because the fear behind it forced those things to come to pass. And you have to be careful with that, because I want you all to really start paying attention to how many times in your mind you think about a negative scenario playing out. How many times in your mind that you're thinking about a horrible outcome of something. If you're dealing with a person and you're thinking, oh, well, they're going to do this or they're going to say that, or whatever the case may be, how many times are you doing that a day? How many times are you thinking before you have to handle business that the outcome is going to be negative, that you're not going to receive whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish? And what I do in those moments is I remember a scripture. And this one, y'all, has been carrying me through this year. In Luke 10:19, it says, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." And nothing shall by any means hurt you. Another scripture that gets me through, y'all, and I just say this one part of it, but the thing that gets me through is the scripture when it talks about what can mere mortals do to me. And I take that with me everywhere, because what I'm allowing this to do for me and in me is build up my endurance regarding facing trials, and also understanding the authority that God has given me as a child of the Most High. In God I trust, and I am not afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? Y'all, I kid you not, we're going somewhere. I will not have a community full of beautiful men and women that are afraid to truly leap and be who God has called them to be. And what I'm realizing in this most is that if I'm going to allow myself to be a leader, first and foremost, I'm still working through all of these things that I'm sharing with you all every single day. But guess who's getting stronger? Guess who's getting wiser? Guess who's overcoming every single day? And it's not going to be just me, y'all. It's you too. Recognize the power that you hold. Like I said in the very beginning, make sure you're focusing on the beautiful moments in your journey. Even if you are experiencing negative thoughts and emotions, just understand that's not where God lives. You have worked too hard and come too far to allow yourself to go back, to look back, to stay where you are. You are destined for greatness. When it comes down to experiencing the best possible outcome for your life, you have to truly sit and operate in that space. That's what brings it forth. Anytime we have experiences that have shown us the opposite of what we desired for our lives, I find that we a lot of times focus on that rather than the times where we've been delivered and brought through a moment. And that has to stop. That's what keeps you in a constant cycle of negativity. That's what allows most people to forfeit their blessings. So continue to focus on the best possible outcome. And that is truly what will come. Be reminded also that the best possible outcome may not always come right away. Again, the testing. But within that testing, continue to focus, again, like I said, on God. I hope you guys enjoyed day 10 of preparing to quantum leap in the season of letting go. Guys, make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you come back next week for week 3. Y'all, we are halfway done. We are halfway there. Hope to see you next week. Take care. Talk soon.